Everyone, welcome to VRC with Gaurav. In this video, we are going to solve RC passage number 8 from the book RC 99 by Aristotle Prep. Okay, as usual, I recommend that you pause the video here, read the entire passage, use the timestamp that I've put in the description box to go to the questions, jot down your answers. Always a good idea to time your performance, start the timer as soon as you start reading the passage and solving it, and then come back to this point again to check whether your comprehension and your answers are right or not. Okay, all right, without delay, let's begin. Now, coming to the passage, supremely easy. Okay, the genre, of course, is natural science, uh, biological sciences, something like that. Okay, but the information given here is very straightforward, no twists and turns, and frankly speaking, बहुत easy, ultra beginner level, and should be done in, let us say, 5-6 minutes with a 4-on-4 performance. Okay, all four should be correct. So this video solution is going to be pretty short, given that there is hardly any complexity over here. Unlike our other videos, which tend to be almost 25 minutes long, the video explanation, here I'll try to wrap it up as soon as possible. Okay. So context of discussion is very straightforward. Authors start saying that Australia, as we know it today, it wasn't always present in the southern hemisphere and eastern hemisphere. It wandered over the face of the earth for billions of years and finally settled in the place that it is currently located today. Okay, southern hemisphere and on the eastern side. All right, take it. So what has happened because of this is Australia, it's actually a massive island by itself. So the biodiversity present there, the flora and fauna present there, extremely unique and stands out very differently from rest of the world. Okay. So उसी के बारे में introduction has been given to us over here in the second paragraph. Author says that Australia's unique flora and fauna is now opening up vast new doors for studies in fields as diverse as the ones which he has mentioned over here, ranging from reproductive physiology, evolutionary biology, okay, so basically the study of evolution, to even medicine, okay. So Australia's native species are hailed as a unique and priceless heritage. Okay, excellent, well and good. Moving ahead, coming to the third paragraph. The third para is dedicated to the flora aspect of the discussion. Now, flora means plant life. Okay. So regarding plant life, what the author says is, when we consider Australia's rainforests, okay. So there is something very ironic or unique about this, that till now they were considered as okay, not so important boss. ठीक है, जाने दो, ignore भी किया चलता है. But turns out these rainforests probably are the father, or maybe the mother, or depends on what you want to call, of most other ecosystems which are found in the entire world out there. लैंड इकोसिस्टम, ठीक है, ओशन वाला पार्ट हम कंसिडर नहीं करेंगे, बट एज फार एज land ecosystems in other continents, rest of the world is concerned, Australian rainforests seem to have birthed those by themselves, which is very important. In a way, something that you were ignoring till date turns out that it is the most ancient and probably the father, the originator of rest of the ecosystems. Okay, fair enough, highly appreciable. Coming to the discoveries, the number of species present. Till date, Australian botanists have discovered and listed 18,000 species about Australia, and this is just plants. Okay, animals so दूर दूर तक नहीं है यहाँ पे, which is a huge number, huge variety. All right, but even if this were not enough, these experts say that almost 7,000 plant species remain undiscovered till date. Maybe if they keep on continuing the research and as the days pass, we might end up discovering as many as 7,000 new species, which is a mind-boggling number. Okay, all right, fair enough. Moving to the fourth paragraph, this actually talks about the fauna present in Australia, but doesn't give us as detailed an idea as given in the third paragraph about the flora part. In fauna, fourth paragraph, we are given only that dinosaur eggs have been found in Australia, and these dinosaurs which have been found, their eggs which have been found, seem to be fundamentally different from the stereotype, the cliche image that we have in our minds about dinosaur. That's it. So the dinosaur that they discovered over here, how is it unique? First of all, the size is very small, chicken size species. Okay, chicken, your hen, itna sa, maybe will fit in my palm. Okay, it survived 3 months of darkness each year in a refrigerated world. Okay, so sounds like a pretty hostile environment. Imagine no sunlight and ultra cold environment, but still this small animal survived for such a long time. Okay, highly appreciable. But Unfortunately, not a lot of information given over here. Seems like whoever the author of this passage was seems like in a bit of a hurry to wrap it up. Coming to the last paragraph, which at last makes for some interesting read when it comes to the information, the content of the writer. That evolution in Australia, as we study it and as we come to understand what happened, seems remarkably different from rest of the world. Regarding evolution in the rest of the world, what we have studied is some fundamental assertions like survival of the fittest, or we can also say that in a lot of cases, survival is often a zero sum game. So, zero sum game, what does it mean? My gain equal to your loss. Okay? If I'm hunting you, let us say if I'm a tiger and you're a deer. So, if I want to feed, if I want to survive, I'll kill you. So, I win in life, I survive, but of course, at the cost of what? Your life. You don't end up surviving. Okay? So, author says this was probably the rule when it comes to evolution in the rest of the world, but in Australia, something remarkable is happening. It's not a zero sum game. It's not something like kill or be killed like that, eat or be eaten. No, not like that. Here, what we are talking about is a situation of co-adaptation, which is almost like geo or gene do. Okay? Why is that so? Because the amount of nutrients present in the entire ecosystem limited. Okay, because Australia, as we discussed, is an isolated place. Okay, it's not connected to the rest of the world like Asia, Europe, Africa, very strongly interconnected. So that is why the nature in Australia took due care about how to survive, how to sustain itself. So minimizing the loss of nutrients. So this is how a completely separate attitude or a complete separate approach to evolution seems to have happened in Australia. Okay, and conserve the nutrients, minimize the loss of them, and keep them cycling through the ecosystem as rapidly as possible. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. So what is the takeaway from the entire passage? Very straightforward. Australian flora and fauna, very unique, turns out very ancient also, and till date we did not give it serious thought, did not take it seriously, but finally its day, its moment in the sun has come, and Australian ecosystem, its biodiversity is being looked upon very sincerely, very seriously, and given due appreciation now. That's it. Okay. So chalo, with that in mind, let's see what the questions are. Once again, very easy, very straightforward. Uh, if you haven't yet liked or subscribed to the channel, I strongly request that you do so. And let's go take a look at the questions now. All right. First question, based on information given in the passage, which of the following is not true? Okay. What does this mean? That we are going to get 4 options which are true. All right. And one option which is not true can be marked as your answer. All right. Option A, Australia has moved from one hemisphere to other over time. Where is it given? It's given to us over here in the first paragraph. That it floated over the face of the earth. It was sometimes in the northern hemisphere, sometimes in the south. Very straightforward. Easy, easy, easy peasy, true. Most Australian plant species remain undiscovered. Oops, I have a bit of problem with respect to this word most. Now I know that there are 7,000 plant species which are tentatively undiscovered. But what do you mean by most? Most actually refers to percentage. When you say most blah blah blah, you're implying more than 50% share. Okay? So option B is saying कि आज जितने भी plant species discover हो चुके हैं, still more number than that is pending to be discovered. That is, if 18,000 species are discovered till date, definitely more than 18,000 are still pending. If that were the case, only and only then we can go ahead and use words like most. But is that the case? No. We have been given that 18,000 have been discovered, 7,000 pending. Now I understand 7,000 is still a humongous number, but nowhere can you say that it is most. Maybe what you can say is a substantial number of Australian plant species remain undiscovered. Good. Many good. Chalega. Most wrong. Okay? So this statement, technically speaking, this is not true and hence immediately qualifies as being the answer. Rest of the statements, I'll walk you through them very quickly. Option C. Important information is being gathered by studying Australian plants. Is that the case? Correct, definitely. Option paragraph 3. definitely I would tell you that you should read this. Botanical discoveries of worldwide importance are being made in Australia every year. Perfect. Okay. So this is true and not the answer. A out, C out, D. Australian rainforests are different from other rainforests. Definitely they are. Once again, headlined over here in the third paragraph, first sentence. Okay. That they are different. They are perhaps the most ancient from other rainforests and have given birth to other land ecosystems. Okay. So that is why option D also true and cannot be the answer. Option E. Dinosaurs had once existed in what is now Australia. Also, this is true. Only then you will have the eggs in that place. Na? It's not like somebody airdropped the eggs at that time. Okay. So option E also cannot be the answer. Okay. All right. With that in mind, let's go and take a look at the second question now. All right. Coming to the second question now. Suppose that a previously unknown species of plant that is capable of producing medicine is found in an Australian rainforest. Okay, maybe a new species is discovered, completely brand new. And now, how does this discovery help or regard affect the author's opinion about Australian rainforest? Very straightforward. Author has clear-cut mentioned that okay, every day new discoveries are being made and they are very important with respect to diverse fields like reproductive physiology, evolution, and even medicine. So if it turns out that there's a new discovery regarding the field of medicine, of course it goes ahead and supports the author's opinion. No rocket science involved, and what would be the answer? Option A, served on a silver platter to you. Okay. Other options are completely ridiculous. We did not even spend time on those, and hence we'll go ahead. Still, if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. More than glad to help you out. Till then, come with me and we will crack the remaining two questions. Okay, question 3. According to the passage, all can be considered as benefits of studying Australian ecosystems, except, do not miss out on this important word. So we have four options which are going to give you genuinely good benefits of studying Australian ecosystem. So all in all, you are looking for options which reflect what the author has already stated in the passage. Okay, very laughable, actually very laughable. Option A and B, what do they say? Increasing knowledge of reproductive physiology and medicine. Okay, over here mentioned. Okay, done. This is a genuine benefit and hence not the answer. B, gaining information concerning evolutionary trends. Once again, yes, evolutionary biology stated in the second paragraph itself cannot be the answer. This is also a genuine benefit. Option C is where it is actually LMAO, ROFL, LOL, everything put together, furthering the understanding of hydroelectric power and solar energy. Wait, what? Seriously, dude? I mean, whoever made this option, what a lazy piece of job. What a lazy piece. Okay. At least make the option a little tricky, at least a little tricky to crack. It's okay, I simply cannot emphasize enough how funny this is. Anyway, this becomes the answer, but naturally option C is the answer, and we did not even bother with checking option D and E. Nonetheless, okay, I hope that there are no doubts as far as this question is concerned. But still, if you have it, drop it in the comment section. I'll help you out. Okay. Last question, finally a decent question. What is the main purpose of the author in writing the passage? Effectively, a main idea question. Okay. All right. So main idea, how do we figure it out? It has to be that particular uh, domain, or rather a particular sentence which runs through the entire passage. Okay. The core should be reflected in the option. You cannot stick to one particular specific information point given somewhere in the passage. Okay. Like we have option D over here, which state that Australian rainforests are the oldest of them all. Now, technically speaking, this sentence is true. Author has indeed mentioned that Australian rainforests are actually the oldest. But is that the primary purpose of the entire passage? Seriously? No. He's just mentioning it. It's an important highlight. And then he goes on to talk not only about the flora, but also the fauna of Australian ecosystem. But option D is fixated only on this aspect, that no, Australian rainforest, that too, not just flora, within flora itself, or specifically about rainforest. Not good. Okay. Primary purpose, not reflecting the primary, most important thread that runs through the entire passage. Okay. What should be the answer in this case? It should be answer option C. To discuss some unique ecological features of Australia. That's it. Pretty straightforward. The author is putting information objectively before us. He is not criticizing anybody. He is not indulging in any kind of pinpointing of any blame, any shortcoming, nothing like that. Okay. A plain, simple discussion is happening, and that too of some unique features. That's it. Nowhere is this a completely exhaustive list of what has been discovered in Australia, right? It is just the tip of the iceberg, and hence option C is an amazingly well made option. In contrast, why do the other options fail? Let's take a look at option E now. Australian flora and fauna. Chalo, theek hai. It does a good job of using both their names. Not found anywhere else in the world. Oops. ये कहाँ बोला है? This is completely out of scope. Nowhere has the author implied that, okay, dude, the animal or plant which is found in uh, Australia, I dare you to find it somewhere else in the world. Wait, what? No, out. Okay. B. To criticize modern scientists. Okay, immediately Tata, bye bye, khatam. No point. There is no criticism of modern scientists or for that matter any scientist going on over here. And A. To state that dinosaur originated in what is now Australia. Once again absurd. Where is it written? As far as rainforests were concerned, at least the author had claimed that yes, rainforests are the most ancient, the ones which are found in Australia. But dinosaurs related? No, boss. No, no, not at all. Out. Absolutely false, let alone being the answer. Okay? Very straightforward. Absolutely no qualms, no problem about any of the questions. Pretty straightforward. Should be done in about 5 minutes. If that's the case, then you can be confident that okay, at least you are good when it comes to RC passage solving. Okay? Thanks a lot for watching. If you like the content, please like, share, subscribe, share it with your other friends, fellow aspirants. I also coach aspirants. I also coach students in exams such as CAT, NMAT, SNAP, and IFT online. Okay, not necessarily offline, but online. I've been doing this for the past 5 years now. If you want to know about the details about the batches, just drop me a call on this number or maybe just drop me a mail ID on this. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. All right. Once again, thanks a lot. Tada, bye bye, and take care.